Hey, it's Bruce from the Pros Closet. I'm here with my 2020 Cannondale SuperSix Evo. So this is my first road bike in a few years, and my last road bike was actually a 2018 SuperSix Evo. In between, I kind of got bit by the gravel bug, went all in on gravel, ditched the road bike, and that was okay for a while, but I started to really miss the sort of pure speed that you can only get with a road racing bike. So I decided to, go back to my roadie ways, picked up a SuperSix, and it's this one I got last summer. So for 2020, Cannondale has redesigned the SuperSix. You've got an all new frame, and this one is not the high mod frame, it's the standard ballistic carbon, and it weighs about 200 grams more for the frame and fork, but I think most riders aren't gonna notice. If you want the best of the best, high mod is a great option, but this more budget model is the carbon disc Ultegra. It sits smack in the middle of the SuperSix lineup. It's got Ultegra R8000 and the Hologram 35 carbon wheels. Retails for $4,200. Now I'm 5'8", I'm riding a 54 centimeter frame, and with the stem slammed, I actually have a pretty comfortable riding position for a race bike. If I was looking for something more racy, a little lower, more aggressive, I'd probably size down to a 51 and put on a longer stem. If on the other hand, you want something more upright with a little more comfort, the Cannondale Synapse, their endurance road bike, is a great option. This bike I've ridden for half a year now. I've put over 1,000 miles on it, and I got to know it pretty well. So with the new SuperSix, there's two things you really need to know. So with the new frame, you don't have that classic diamond shape with the round tubes. I know a lot of riders are gonna miss that, I certainly do. But the new shape, you get the drop seat stays, more modern aero tube shapes, and also, I think this is kind of cool, but you get more understated branding. Cannondale hasn't slapped its name on every single tube. This all black model looks really low key, kind of grown up, which I really like.
I like how Bruce's bike is stealth. I like a matte black bike. I think it's always pretty sweet.
And the upside to this whole new frame design is that it's faster. The new SuperSix is 30% more aero. It produces 30% less drag than the previous model. And that's a pretty significant improvement. Cannondale claims that you're gonna save 30 watts if you're traveling at 30 miles per hour. Now, I don't have a wind tunnel to verify whether that's true or not, but I can tell you that when I got on this new bike, I set a lot of Strava PRs. Now, I know I hate when people get a new bike and say, oh man, this new bike helped me set all these PRs, but it actually happened to me, which I was really surprised about. And they're on sort of downhill, flat road segments that I haven't ridden since I had my old SuperSix. And I know for a fact I'm less fit than I was 3 years ago. So really, I can't think it was anything but the aero improvements. Whether or not that's true or not, it doesn't really matter. I know it's not scientific, but this bike, I can tell you, it feels faster than the old bike, which I think is really cool. Now, the second thing you need to know is that the new SuperSix is way more comfortable than the old SuperSix. Cannondale has revised their seat stays with these drop seat stays, and they actually have a new seat post binder that clamps the seat posts lower down, and this all increases compliance by about 18%. Not only that, but the new SuperSix can fit wide 30mm tires. And I sort of poked around with some calipers, eyeballing it. I think you can get away with 32mm tires. Just know that's my opinion. Cannondale doesn't actually recommend that. But even with some more normal 28mm tires that I'm running, I'm really impressed with how smooth and compliant this bike feels on all sorts of road surfaces. And that kind of brings me back to this gravel interlude I was talking about that I had between my two SuperSixes. I still have my gravel bike. I like using it for really rugged, loose gravel, single track, but I'm finding for everything else, broken pavement, dirt roads, all the stuff I ride on a daily basis, I'm actually picking my SuperSix a lot more than I thought I would. It's actually strangely become the most versatile bike in my lineup, which really surprises me. It is a road racing bike still. It is really fast on pavement, but you can use that speed on more surfaces and more of the time, which makes it just the bike I want to use the most. So would I change anything about the SuperSix? Overall, I'm really happy with it. The mechanical Ultegra drivetrain shifts really well. I like that it comes with the normal bar and stem. It's a lot easier to work on as a home mechanic, I think. I would prefer a 0mm setback seat post, It comes with a 20mm setback, and for my riding position, I'm kind of right on the limit. And looking online, I had some trouble finding a 0mm setback, so you might have to go through a dealer. The C-post binder also might creak a little bit. That's not unique to this bike. I've had that with every single bike that uses one of these hidden wedges. You just clean it, re-grease it, torque it, and it goes away. So that's not a big deal. These hologram 35 wheels, they're really stiff, really responsive. They're tubeless ready, which is great. I would say maybe sooner rather than later, switch to your preferred tires and go tubeless. I'm a big believer in tubeless for all applications. I've got the 28mm Schwalbe Pro ones. The stock 25mm tires were tubed and I flatted on them constantly. It drove me crazy. So overall, the new SuperSix Evo is a faster, more comfortable bike than its predecessor. And also, it's a Grand Tour stage winning bike. So I know it's not gonna hold me back chasing PRs or in racing, but also because of its better comfort, its wider tire clearance, it's not gonna beat me up. And I can, take it on dirt. I can take it on ultra long rides. I can ride it every day if I feel like it. And it's gonna feel great the whole time. I've been sort of telling people, it's a lot like this turbo 4-door I just bought. It's as fast and as fun as the old 2-door I had, but it's a lot more practical and a lot easier to live with. And I can use that speed more days of the week. And so that is the SuperSix Evo. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Tell me what you think about the SuperSix Evo, and have a great day.